It's been about a year and a half since I started on Upwork. So here are 25 key tips that I've learned along the way that I can share with you if you're a beginner. These tips are listed in chronological order, going from Upwork basics to proposals to interviews to getting on a sales call and actually getting the gig. If you want more advice and help, I started the Upwork Academy where I can give you one-on-one help and guidance along your entire Upwork journey. Now, let's get to it. It may seem funny, but the first truth is that no matter what someone tells you, is that they have no special secrets to Upwork. Here it is. Here's the secret to Upwork, okay? Send proposals, get hired, do such a good job to leave you a review, create a case study from that project, and use that to get hired more. That's it. Those 4 steps. That being said, what I offer in my community is accountability and one-on-one guidance for every step of the way. No matter what your issue is or question, I'm there, I've been through it, and can help answer and solve those so you can make more money quicker. But if you don't want to do any of that, totally no worries. I share as much as I can in these YouTube videos through my own journey that could help you do well on Upwork as well. So tip number 2 is to help gauge your expectations. If you're sending proposals every day on Upwork, you could gauge probably to make about probably 15 to 30K in the first year. I've seen people make more or less than that, but if you're applying every day, that's a good expectation. Year 2, usually double that. You would expect 40K to even 80K in year 2. I think that comes down personally to credibility and building up your profile. Upwork does snowball over time. Tip number 3, stop sending long proposals. So they should have 3 sentences max that catches their eye, then maybe 2 cases or references to show your credibility, and at the end, a CTA, say, hey, happy to join a quick Zoom call today or this week whenever you have a chance. Tip number 4, personalized proposals win. The more you can personalize your proposal, the more likely you're going to get hired. For example, say it's a content writing gig for fintech, and you did fintech writing before. Share the exact details of your prior work. Clients want to see that. They love when you have experience in their niche, and I guarantee it'll jump you ahead of everyone else. When you get hired for your first gig, your goal is to get a 5-star review and then create a case study from that. So no matter how annoying the client is, how cheap they are, how little money you're making, you need that 5-star review, and you need to create a case study of the details of the work you've done to go ahead and use in future proposals. Now, the ideal case study contains 3 things, okay? Up top, a review from the client, and then below that, your results. And then the third thing is just some basics breaking down what you did for them. Next, clients can suck sometimes. So be ready to redo your work, revise it a bunch of times, or don't accept payment if they're extremely difficult. You just want to avoid a negative review when you start out. With that in mind is that you only need 8 5-star reviews to actually get your top rated badge. And that's the goal for your first 3 months. If I had to choose the top 3 ways to get 5-star reviews, there would be 1, set expectations, timelines, and deliverables clearly. Number 2, just be responsive at all times. Number 3, deliver your work early and be prepared for any revisions. So say a client likes your proposal and asks you for an interview, whether it's over messaging or a quick Zoom call. Some clients will tend to grow you quite a bit. So answer those questions calmly and confidently. And then soon after that, you'll find that the client may soften up and be much easier to work with. It's about getting past that first difficult stage to actually get hired and get the gig. If a client asks for a Zoom call, say, I have a couple minutes here right now if that works. Get on a call as quickly as you can because they'll move on to someone else if you don't speak with them sooner than later. No matter what else you're doing, your number 1 priority is to get new clients, and getting on a Zoom call as quickly as possible guarantees just that. On the actual call itself, if you can provide some key insight or details into their site or competitors, that'll boost your credibility massively. For example, I had one site, their name was misspelt on their Google Business profile when compared to the website. I pointed this out to them and they changed it and quickly appreciated my efforts, even though they weren't even paying me yet. Alternatively, if the client hasn't responded in over 24 hours, 48 hours, they like to move on to someone else or cancel the job entirely. Don't take it personal, just move on. Next, some clients I recommend you avoid in the beginning are number 1, sole business owners. They're really tough to work with and put a lot of pressure on you and will constantly ask you for more and more work. The second is agency owners or agencies. Agencies can be tough because they have their own certain models and ways of doing things. And if you can't read their mind sometimes, it's going to be very tough and difficult to kind of find out what they need and want. So the ideal clients are companies with 10 plus employees. You can find out the employees when you look on the Upwork proposal. On the right-hand side, you'll see mention of how many employees and their industry. Generally, the larger the company, the easier they are to work with. So say you get hired, once you actually sign the contract, start working immediately. Front load your work for the first 2 days and get everything done that you can. The onboarding and communication just after being hired is key in helping you build trust with them and cement their decision in actually hiring you. Also, people generally buy or hire in a frenzy. So if you could upsell them in that first couple days or week of working with them, that's going to be key. People generally aren't going to buy something and then wait 3 months and then buy something else. They usually buy everything all at once. So if you could upsell them or offer other services that you're offering to other clients, that'd be the good time to do it. related to that, give discounts and find ways to get more money up front, whether it's asking them for half payment up front before starting any work or creating pricing strategies to get your money immediately. Depending on your services, if it's SEO or Google Ads or something like that, you can offer them 15% off if they buy 3 months up front. That'll be key in helping you get money quicker. Because even after they approve a milestone and pay you, it'll take Upwork about 2 weeks to even get it back to you. So getting money sooner is going to be key. Now, in terms of Zoom calls, before you actually get in the call, take 5 minutes to review their site, their competitors, their pain points, and create a pricing strategy based around that. Have everything ready and prepared so you go in that call feeling comfortable and confident and not scrambling behind your camera. This customized quote should include two offerings, a standard and premium one, in case they want to give you more money. Once the call ends, you should have a gut feeling of whether or not they're actually going to hire you. Ideally, you close in the Zoom call, but if not, follow up immediately with them after with your quote in writing, and then probably again the next day. When speaking with them over a Zoom call, try to be more carefree. I know it's tough, but answer their questions. You ask them questions, provide your case studies and credibility, and then give them your quote, and then kind of step back a little bit and let them breathe. This is how you would operate if you made a bunch of sales on Upwork. So just take on that persona, and I guarantee you'll make more money. One of the biggest ways freelancers fail on Upwork is that they struggle to bring in repeat customers. This is another reason why I think it's so important to do a job well. If you can get a return customer, that would save you time and money sending proposals out and also help you avoid a negative review from another customer. One way you can do this is that if there's someone technical in their department, if you can win them over and help them or share insights with them, they'll constantly have your back and support them hiring you again. So a key thing is winning over someone in their department, usually someone technical who knows a bit about your services, so they can kind of be on your side when they speak internally. In that same area, you'll be surprised how little clients actually know about the technical aspects of your offering. So don't get lost in those details when you're trying to sell to them. Just focus on the results, deliverables, and timeline. Lastly, no matter your service or offering, I think niching down always works well. Say you're offering SEO, and then you focus on local SEO, and then you focus on local SEO for roofers only. If you can build several case studies of your local SEO for roofers, I guarantee anytime a roofer posts a job on Upwork, you'll be applied to that and you'll be getting hired. Hope that info helped, guys. If you want more information about getting hired for your first gig, I go over my experience here with some tips. And if you want more information on my sales process, I go over that here in this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it, and hopefully see you in the next one.